What it do, to welcome back to the channel, man. KJ's Lifestyle. Today we're about to tackle the big boy, man. Finally, the headliner is going back in. Had to come out and make sure I didn't forget none of the wires that I disconnected that was not part of the headliner. Like my aftermarket media mirror got to be connected from the rear view mirror all the way back to the rear view cam. So, and that is that cord y'all see right there that I just pulled up here that was tucked back in the back pillar until it was time to put the headliner back. I had to spray around the edges of the headliner again, freshen it up a little bit because it got all scratched up when I was installing the Starlights. So right now we're just waiting that air for it to dry, and then it's time to put that bad boy back in. Right now though, check out this intro. Done a race in the building, y'all. All right, guys, I got it out. Like I said, I just had to spray dye the edges again because they were all scratched up. Now we got those all black again. Might have to do it again a couple times. Just went through it. The edges ain't dry yet, but like right now it looks a whole lot better than it did. So you see the snow out here. This is what I'm trying to beat, guys, because there is another snowstorm coming in 2 days, and I got to get this in the car, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to get it in the car. I got to beat it. So I don't know if it's going to take me today and tomorrow, but I got to get it in the car before the snowstorm hit. That is the plan. So as soon as this dry up, we going to get it in there. I mean, you see all the snow, but it's actually warm out. Like, it's so warm, like I don't even need to put my hands in my pockets. It's so warm. It's just warm. All the snow is actually melting 2 days before the next snowstorm hit. So cut it back on as soon as this dry up, and I can start putting it in the car. All right, y'all, so this is the process of putting the roof back. So I got it in the car, which involves some bending and pushing and pulling. So it's just hanging there. So what I got to do now is put all the cords in their proper slots and hook up the lights. Then put the pillars up, because that is what will be holding the headliner up. See these grooves? These are the grooves for the pillars. So once the pillars is back up and in place, the headliner will be back up in place. Then I can snap everything back into the slots that they go in, and hopefully not much damage trying to get this thing back in here, because it had to be forced out and it had to be forced back in. So let me get started on that and I'll pick you back on. All right, y'all, it's about about 4 hours later, and I'm still not done. I am having a hell of a time to get this thing back in. It is pretty darn hard. It's much harder than taking it out. I wasn't expecting it to be harder to put it back in than it was to take it out, but it is definitely harder to put it back in than taking it out. I don't got everything done yet, so let's check out where I'm at now. Alright, guys, I got in most of the trim, not all of it. I got on some of the lights, both sets ain't on. All my connections ain't here. I don't have this up here done. All that's in the house. If you watched the video where I did the forged carbon fiber trunk piece, it goes right here. That piece right there is the other piece that goes up here. I am having a hell of a time to get the center or the rear AC and heat controls back up. They're not going. No matter what I do, they're not going. No matter how hard I pound, they're just not going. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that, because I mean, I'm out of options other than trying to take the headliner back down, which I'm definitely not doing. Ain't no chance in hell I'm doing that. It took 4 hours to get it back up to get it up here. Connecting it and then pushing it in the connectors and then putting the headliner back, which, like I said, that would, yeah, that's not happening. I'd have to disconnect all the pillars again, and it was hard getting the pillars and everything lined up. First you got to get the headliner lined up to even go back in here, which was in itself hard to do. Stuff I just didn't really think about, but when it was time to do it, it was a problem. The whole thing was a problem. So still, all the lights ain't on, both sets ain't on, the pillars and everything is not screwed down yet, because I do not have a magnetic screwdriver. And all of these screws are star tip screws, and I need a magnetic one. If you don't have one, trust me, you're going to drop the screw in that hole, and if you do that, then you got to take the pillar back off. It was really hard to get back up there with the pillar and everything behind it, keeping the headliner straight, and then get the screw and try to do it again. And again, if your screwdriver is not magnetic, there's no point. So I'm just going to wait till I get the magnetic screwdriver to screw down everything, and I'll cut you back on after I get the second light, second set going, and then I think I'm gonna go for a little ride. What's up, guys? It is the next day, man. Finally putting the sun visors back in, man. They have been out as long as the headliner. Past 5 months they've been out. So riding around on a sunny day, like it's going to be today, without sun visors, man, is not fun. Not fun. You hitting down the highway, sun's in your face, you really can't see nothing going at them high speed. So finally about to get these bad boys back in. If y'all remember, if y'all watched the other video, they was tan, but since the headliner's black, to make the visors black. So that's what we're doing today, man. We're gonna put these headliner or the sun visors back. I'm waiting on Amazon to get here for my connectors so I can finally connect all of the Starlights, both sets at the same time, because that's what I need. And then we're gonna finish out the video with that whenever they get here. Hope they don't take all day. Hope they don't take all day. Normally when you're waiting on them like I am, when you just need the part, they take all day. But when you don't care when your delivery comes, just as long as it come that day, you open the door and it's sitting there. But yeah, it's how it normally works, guys. So let's get these visors back. There we go, guys. So we got one screw going there, and we got 3 screws going there. So there's 4 screws for each sun visor. They are star tip. Where's it at? There we go. There they go. So 8 of these, 4 each. Let's go. Alright, guys, we finally got them all on. The meteors, the twinkle, everything is up and running, man. I gotta run out to the store real quick. It's completely daytime outside. It is all daylight, and this is how it looks in the car in the daylight. You can still see everything. So I am going to do a night shot when the sun go down, and and we were supposed to get hit with a pretty good snowstorm. You know what I mean? So we were supposed to get like 6 inches of snow. From this in the 50s to tonight is supposed to start snowing, and tomorrow morning is that when you wake up is going to be a completely different story than it was when you woke up today. So I had to get all this done. Glad I got it done. Still got to deal with that. I got a few more clippings to do since I got it back in the car with the lights, and then we're gonna get that night shot. I mean, I'm gonna forward that vent later, man. I'm not even gonna stress and mess up my day trying to forward that, cause that will just mess up the day, man. I'm not even gonna try to mess with it. I tried to mess up yesterday. I didn't let it, so I ain't gonna let it mess up the day either. But we'll figure that out later, man. In the spring or something. I ain't even, you know what I mean? When I got time, I ain't got time to play at you right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna forward you. Forget you right now. You know what I mean? But other than that, man, I'm gonna cut you back on when the sun goes down. All right, y'all, I am back. My little errand is run. Now it's time to it's coming along, man. As y'all can see, the pillars is in. Just about all the pieces that wrap is in, except for the piece in the back. So now it's time to tackle the headliner. Do some cutting. My cutting tool, so I can start cutting on the lights that is protruding through a lot. You know what I'm saying? Now I did a couple flush before I did them all flush, and I actually like the way they look better not flush. They light up better, they twinkle better. You can just see it better. It's just a better glow and everything if they're not completely flush. You can make it very close. As you can see, the tool got a little indentation. So the only way you make it flush is if you press up and then cut. But if you just put this against the headliner and cut, that little indentation will leave some sticking out. So I'm gonna do it that way. I had every intention on doing it flush until I tested the flush versus the not completely flush. And I like the not completely flush look a whole lot better. This is both sets on. This is everything. So putting the headliner in completely messed up the edges that I re-dyed before I put it in. So they actually look even worse now just from putting it in. Because it gotta be forced in, guys. It gotta bend a little bit, and when you're doing it by yourself, it's just you gotta force it in. I had to force it out, so but it was tan and it wasn't that, so couldn't tell. If I would have left it tan, there still wouldn't be no problem. It would just be no scraps or scratches at all, but black. And the black's not the color it came in, so all the scratches show. But anyway, let's get to cutting, man. What I'm going to do there, I'm going to do a couple more here. Let me trim this. Alright, guys, so what I'm just going to do is just grab it and cut. That's it. That's it. $799 times. That's it. So pretty much that simple. Now once this completely flush, it's like this right here. You see that? That's completely flush. And then you see this, it's not completely flush. So we don't want to do that. You know what I mean? We don't want that. We want it like this. We don't want it like this. That's my point. I want it like this, not this. If I press it up some, and then it's not completely flush, I don't think. You see, it got a little bit brighter. But yeah, I want it like this. I want them all like that. So let me start to getting the cutting on these things. Got a lot to go. Woo! Cut you back on. Well, for you it'll be a sec, but for me, I don't even know how long this is gonna take me. Alright, y'all, while it's still daylight, I decided to get a little view of the cabin from the rear. I'm in the rear seat, so all that forged carbon wrapping I was doing, all the pieces are back in the front anyway. They're not back in the back, but as far as the cab go, This is it. This is it. Just wanted to show this before it got dark, and do the twinkle lights in the dark. But I said, oh, let me get a shot at the cabin while I still light out. Anywho, catch you back on in a bit. We going to dance in the dark, baby. Alright guys, even though I'm back and I know it ain't dark yet, I decided to button up the side pillars. So I finally got all those buttoned up. Tabs back on. Now I gotta get the tabs for the back. I got one screw in the back, but I don't have the tabs for the square ones at the top up there. I don't know where I put them. Hopefully you'll get it there. There's one in there for that one, I believe. Oh, that is the one I got screwed. Oh, yeah, that's the one I got screwed into. So yeah, I'm gonna put that tab in. I think I got that. No, I don't got that one in. I got to do that one and that one. 2 screws left, 2 tabs left. Then I can put the sub back in here. Still, I'm not full with that right there yet. That's another day. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are back, man. And it is night. See what I'm saying? So here we go. Here we go. This is the headliner at night. This is actually my first time seeing it that night in the car. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't wait for it. So yeah. You know what I mean? I might have to go right around the block like this right here or something. You know what I mean? Woo! Beat that snow. Because it was 56 degrees today, y'all. Y'all seen just before we did this little night part. It is nice and sunny out. But tomorrow, woo! Wait till tomorrow, y'all. I'm gonna end this video with tomorrow's shot. You know what I'm saying? Just of how bad it got from the day to tomorrow. You know what I mean? But right now, we're gonna go ahead and talk about this headliner, man. This is 2 sets of the Starlight headliners, aka the Rolls Royce Starlights. You know what I'm saying? Meteor effect, twinkle effect, 1 set, just RGB, which does all the colors, does the breathing, the fading, the jumping, just like the twinkle and meteor effects do. So yeah, I had to fill it out. Some 799 lights are actually installed in this headliner. So yeah. It looks good, man. It looks good. We got the subwoofers back there jumping. That's what you see back there. That's them subwoofers jumping, baby. You know what I'm saying? Got the RGB rings on the subwoofers. So we lit up in here. You know what I mean? We lit up in here. The journey is lit up. That's what I'm talking about. It looks great, guys, man. I mean, this is my first time seeing Starlights in person and in the car. Other than me seeing them on the table, but yeah, in the car, this is my first time seeing them, man. I only seen the YouTube videos, always wanted them, so I decided to go on ahead and put that work in. And it's work, guys. It's a big job. If you plan on doing any type of Starlights in your car, it's a big job, no matter how small of lights you get. Now, I got 150 strand and I got 649 strands total with the meteor effect, and that was 24 hours of labor total. I mean, straight 24 hours of labor. It took me 21 hours to put the 649 in. It took me 3 hours to put the 150 in. Now, if you're going to be doing something like this in your journey, you're going to need at least, well, like I said, man, I did the 649, wasn't enough, so I added the rest to get that 799. So yeah, because it's just too many blank spots if you really don't get a big enough set. You know what I'm saying? I found that out. I thought I was gonna have it covered with the 590, with the 500, and then with the 94 twinkle lights, but nah, that 649 wasn't enough. And when I bought the 150 piece, I actually thought I bought a 200 piece. You know what I mean? But the 150 did its job. It understood the assignment. I do not want to go through this again. Huge drop, guys. Getting it out wasn't that bad. A lot of hours putting the lights in, putting this headliner back in the car. Woo! I hate it. I hate it. The pillars finally back in, screwed in and right. All the pillars, the handles. So just about everything is back. There's two pieces that ain't in. There's the center piece for the rear air and heat, and there's one panel all the way in the back. The piece that I wrapped in the forged carbon and put the word scar audio on, that's not in. But other than that, everything's done. If you've seen in some of the earlier video, I didn't really say much about it. I don't even know if I said it. It's been a long day, guys. I don't even know if I said anything about it, but the front pillars are back in. I wrapped in the forged carbon, so everything's in, except for that one piece in the back. But other than that, man, the interior is just about a wrap. There's a couple more things I want to do in here, and then we're gonna start tackling the exterior for the spring. So it was a goal to get the interior done. But look at that. All right, guys, like I said, the pillars is in. The dash is done. Got to clean it. It's been working in here. The pillars back up there. What we got going on down here. So all I really need now, other than a couple things I'm going to do, is that good old cleaning, because it's dirty. I've been working in here. There's no way the light hit all that, guys. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now this is my multimedia mirror. I'm ready to I got it all running through the headliner. So now I just got to get it powered up and clean it. Look at all them thumbprints, fingerprints. It is a touchscreen. It is a rear view camera and dash camera. The mirror is the screen. Everything lights up on it. Got it off, but not even plugged in. Let's see if I can get it in there. See if it pop on. It might not, and it don't look like it will. I don't even know how to work it yet, guys. I got to figure out how to work it. I did do a video installing it. And then shortly after that, I took out the headliner and had to uninstall it. So I don't even know how to work it. I don't even know how to work it. It got GPS on it though. Your mileage, like the speedometer and everything, be on it. All right on the mirror. So it's real nice. It do split screen or however you want to do it. Just the front, just the rear. It got rear reverse camera, so you put it in reverse. It got the two lines that come up. But yeah, I'll have to do another video on that, guys, cause alright, let's see. Yeah, see, the whole screen is a mirror. Comparing SD. And I keep it on rear, of course, because it's the rear view mirror. When I put it in reverse, and then you see the lines pop up right there. But yeah, I'm not even gonna play with it yet, guys. That's a whole nother video. I just wanted to show y'all that real quick. But yes, see how I got the time on it, the day, the date, the miles per hour up there, right above the time. So I got your speedometer on it. It's a nice little feature. But anyway, Let me turn this back around. There we go, guys. There we go. Now I'm in the back seat. So this is the view for the passengers that's in here. I mean, they're right up under the lights. You know what I'm saying? Now the back seat do sit up higher than the front seats. So it's man, sitting back here is a completely different experience. Man, look at that. It's a completely different experience sitting back here. I mean, they're 3 inches from your head. Look at that. Boom. They right here. They right here. Whole different experience back here, guys. I mean, just ratting around back here. And I've never had nobody back there. But anyway, guys, like I was saying, I'm gonna wait till the morning, get a shot of all that bad weather coming here in about another, well, it's supposed to start overnight, but I'm gonna wait till the morning. I ain't gonna be up overnight, and it won't be a good shot in the dark. But we're gonna wait till the morning to see what hit us, because we're supposed to get 3 to 6. Woo, let's see if we gonna get that 3, 6, somewhere in between, so y'all can see the difference and why I had to get all this done, man. The car is going to be completely white, covered in snow. You know what I'm saying? So check that out right about now. Woohoo! Look at those inches on the deck, man. Man. Yeah, that's crazy. 56 degrees yesterday, nice and sunny. I was out there working on the car. Now look at it. Woo! Let's go look at the front. Look at this, guys. Now, yesterday it was a nice sunny day. I was riding around with the windows down. It was nice out. But today, woo! This is what I was talking about. This is why I had to get that headliner done yesterday. Woo, when it's windy. Woo. I tried to take the video just from the door, but the whole door fogged up from the cold air and the heat from the house hitting it. But yeah. One day later. That's terrible. Now we're gonna end this video, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Woo! Hold on now. Let me get back in the house. Alright, y'all. Now that I'm back in the warm, like, share, subscribe. KJ's Lifestyle, all about custom whips, man. Subscribe to the channel. You don't want to mix the remix of the exterior. Just pretty much finished up with the interior. A couple more things, like I said before, man. But the exterior is to come. So subscribe to the channel, follow the bell, and I'll see you in the next video, man. We out. Join my Facebook group, all about custom whips. Post your cars, bikes, trucks, whatever you got customized. All about custom whips on Facebook. For the Dodge Journey lovers who like to customize their cars, join my Facebook group, Custom Dodge Journeys.